In 2024, something unprecedented happened. A beauty queen was crowned, and she doesn't exist. She's 100% AI generated. No physical body. No face. No DNA. Meanwhile, Miss Universe just changed rules that stood for 72 years. If you think beauty pageants are stuck in the past, you're about to be shocked by their future. What's up, everyone? Today we're talking about Miss Universe, Miss World, and the entire beauty pageant industry, not because I care who wears the crown, but because what's happening to these competitions is a perfect window into how we're redefining beauty, identity, and success in the 2020s and beyond. Whether you love pageants or think they're outdated, they've shaped culture for decades. And right now, they are at a crossroads. In next 10 minutes, I'll show you how the selection process actually works, what's changing behind the scenes, and why the future of pageants might look nothing like what you imagine. Let's get into it. Here's what nobody's talking about. Beauty pageants are having an identity crisis. For 70+ years, the formula was simple. Young, unmarried women compete at national levels. Winners represent their country internationally. Judges score them on swimsuit, evening gown talent, and interview. The woman with the highest score gets the crown, a one-year reign, scholarship money, and a platform. Sounds straightforward. But here's the thing. This model was built in the 1950s. And the world has changed a lot since then. Let me break down the current selection process. First, you enter your country's pageant. Let's say you're competing for Miss USA. You're judged on 4 main areas. 1. Physical appearance, swimsuit and evening gown segments. Yes, they still exist. 2. Interview. Judges ask about your goals, beliefs, platform. 3. On-stage question. You get a random question and have 30 seconds to answer. 4. Poise and personality. How you carry yourself, speak, connect with the audience. If you win nationally, you compete at Miss Universe or Miss World, where the stakes are higher, the gowns are more expensive, and the scrutiny is intense. For decades, this system worked. Winners became celebrities, brand ambassadors, even politicians. Think Priyanka Chopra, Lupita Jones, and Olivia Culpo. These women launched careers off pageant wins. But here's where it gets interesting. Viewership has been tanking in Western countries. Young people aren't watching. Gen Z thinks the whole thing is cringe. Meanwhile, in the Philippines, Venezuela, and Thailand, pageants are still massive, like Super Bowl level massive. And here's the tension. The organizations know they need to evolve, but their core audiences in some countries want tradition. So they're stuck between two worlds. In 2023, Miss Universe made a huge move. They removed the upper age limit, which used to be 28 years, and now allow married women and mothers to compete. Sounds progressive, right? But critics said, that's it? That's your big change. Because while they're tinkering with eligibility, the entire concept is being questioned. Now, before you panic and think pageants are doomed, here's the truth. They're not dying, they're mutating. And the future has 5 major shifts happening right now. Shift 1. AI is entering the competition. In April 2024, a competition called Miss AI crowned its first winner. Over 10,000 AI-generated women entered. The winner? A Moroccan AI model named Kenza Layli. She has perfect skin, perfect proportions, and she doesn't exist. The judges scored these AI contestants on their realism, beauty, and even their social media influence. One of the creators said, quote, "This is the future of beauty competitions." Now, you might think that's just a gimmick. But here's the question nobody wants to ask. If brands and audiences don't care whether the person is real, why wouldn't they just use AI? AI models don't age. They don't get scandals. They don't demand higher appearance fees. Traditional pageants are starting to test AI judging tools to remove bias. But what happens when the contestants and the judges are artificial? Shift 2. Radical inclusivity is coming, whether we're ready or not. Miss Universe already allows trans women, married women, and mothers. But we're just getting started. Within the next 5 years, I predict we'll see major pageants with no age limits, think 18 to 80 plus, no body type restrictions, plus size, disabled, all body types competing together, no gender requirements, fully co-ed or gender-neutral categories. Some people will cheer this. Others will say it destroys the whole point. But here's the reality. Culture is moving toward beauty is for everyone, and pageants either adapt or die. Shift 3. Purpose is replacing beauty. The dirty secret of pageants? The physical appearance portion is quietly shrinking. Right now, swimsuit and evening gown are maybe 30 to 40% of your score. Interview and platform work are growing. In 10 years, I wouldn't be surprised if physical appearance is only 10 to 20%. Think about it, Miss Universe already requires contestants to have a social impact project. Future winners won't just be beautiful, they will be entrepreneurs, activists, scientists who happen to compete. We're moving toward Miss Social Entrepreneur or Miss Climate Advocate more than Miss Universe. The crown becomes secondary to the cause. Shift 4. Social media will replace judges. Here's a wild stat. Some pageant contestants have more Instagram followers than the pageant organization itself. In the future, why would you need a panel of celebrity judges when the audience can vote in real time? Blockchain voting, verified accounts, transparent scoring. It's all technically possible right now. Pageants will become more like American Idol or The Voice, where public opinion matters as much as expert scores. The problem? Popularity doesn't always equal merit. And we've all seen how online voting can be gamed. Shift 5. The format might die completely. Let me be real with you. There's a scenario where traditional pageants just end. Why? Because Gen Z and Gen Alpha have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. If you want to be famous, beautiful, and influential, you don't need a crown anymore. You need a ring light and a good caption. Pageants were the original influencer factory. But now, influencers don't need pageants. So unless the format evolves dramatically, it might become a niche thing, like Renaissance fairs or beauty pageants for retro enthusiasts. Okay, so why should you care about beauty pageants if you've never watched one? Because this isn't just about crowns and sashes. It's about how society defines success, beauty, and value, and those definitions are changing fast. Here's how this affects you. 1. Your career. If industries as traditional as beauty pageants are being forced to adapt to AI, inclusivity, and social media, your industry is next. The skills that got you hired 5 years ago might not matter in 5 more years. 2. Your self-image. Pageants have influenced beauty standards globally for decades. As they diversify or disappear, the pressure to look a certain way shifts. If AI models become the norm, will people compare themselves to completely fake standards? Or will the beauty for everyone movement make you feel less pressure? It depends on how this plays out. 3. Your attention. Right now, you're being sold a vision of success, whether it's influencer culture, pageant culture, or hustle culture. The question is, are you chasing someone else's definition of winning or building your own? The future of pageants is really a question about the future of competition, validation, and what we value in each other. All right, here's your wake-up call. You might not compete in pageants, but the forces reshaping them. AI, social media, redefining success, are reshaping your life too. Here's how to prepare. Step 1. Define your own metrics for success. Don't let algorithms, pageants, or influencers tell you what winning looks like. Sit down and write, what do I actually want? Not what looks good on Instagram. Not what my parents want. What do you want? Because in a world where success is being redefined every 5 years, the only way to stay sane is to anchor to your own values. Step 2. Build skills that can't be automated. If AI can generate a perfect beauty queen, judge a competition, and even host a show, what can it do? It can't build genuine relationships. It can't create original ideas that come from lived experience. It can't feel empathy. So double down on storytelling, emotional intelligence, leadership, creativity, and human connection. These are the skills that will matter when everything else is automated. Step 3. Get comfortable with change. The pageant industry is 70+ years old, and it's being forced to evolve or die. If you're stuck in "this is how it's always been done" mode in your career, your relationships, or your mindset, you're in trouble. Practice adapting. Try new things. Be willing to let go of old identities. The future rewards flexibility. Step 4. Use social media strategically, not desperately. The influencer economy rewards volume and virality. But here's the truth. Most viral moments don't build long-term success. If you're using social media, ask yourself, am I building something real or just chasing likes? Because platforms change, algorithms change, but genuine audience relationships last. Step 5. Support inclusivity, but stay grounded in reality. The push for inclusivity is good. Everyone deserves to feel beautiful, valued, and seen. But don't lose yourself trying to fit every new standard. You don't need to be perfect by AI standards, Instagram standards, or pageant standards. You need to be healthy, confident, and kind. That's it. The good news? You still have time. These shifts are happening now, which means you can adjust before you're forced to. So here's the bottom line. Beauty pageants are either going to evolve into impact-driven, inclusive, tech-powered platforms, or they'll fade into irrelevance. But the real story isn't about pageants. It's about how we're redefining beauty, success, and value in the 2020s. And that affects all of us. If this video made you think, hit that subscribe button. We're preparing for the future every single week, and I don't want you to miss it. Drop a comment. Do you think beauty pageants should exist in 10 years? Or should they just end? I'm curious what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay prepared, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.